Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you the top 3 secrets that no one tells you to becoming a successful professional musician. So how do I know these things? Well, one, I've made well over $1 million performing as a professional musician and entertainer. And something very few people know that I don't really share much with other people because I'm an entertainer myself, but actually I'm an agent and manager for other entertainers as well. And I've booked millions of dollars worth of contracts for other entertainers. And actually I manage a couple very successful entertainers in the Philippines. One is Sam Mangobat. He was recently the runner-up on a popular TV singing competition called Tawag ng Tanghalan. Another girl, Monique Luhati, was runner-up, one of the top contestants on The Voice of the Philippines. I think it was season 2. And many, many more. I manage a lot of very successful entertainers. So this is how I know how to tell you the top 3 things that no one seems to talk about for becoming a very successful professional musician and entertainer. The number 1 key thing is to be entertaining. I know that sounds really basic and easy, but to be honest, out of all these entertainers that I book, the number 1 thing that I'm looking for is, does the audience have a great time? When I'm looking to manage someone or book someone as their agent, of course I'm looking for talent. I mean, that's something that's necessary, but it's not as necessary as a willingness to give audiences what they want. And even if you're not really that talented, but just fairly good and have a basic grasp of what you're doing, you can probably make a living as an entertainer if you just master the ability to give audiences what they want and to truly entertain them. And that's not an easy skill to develop, but once you have developed it, it's actually a very rare thing. The number 2 tip is to be so good that no one can ignore you. So that doesn't necessarily mean that if you're a singer, that you're the best singer on the planet. It could mean that when you do a show as a singer, people just go crazy because they love your charisma. Or if you're a guitar player, it could be that you're just a guitar player on a whole other level. Or it could be that you're a guitar player that does something in a way that is so unique that people just can't ignore what you do. So you have to develop some kind of skill that's so good that people can't ignore you. There's a guy that I booked, his name is Johnny Wu, and he's actually really not that talented of a singer or piano player, though he does both, but he was so good at his job of entertaining people that you couldn't ignore him. You had to watch what he did and go, okay, he's a master at his craft, at getting the audience involved in his show. And the same thing goes just for straight up talent. There's a girl named Monique Luhati who I mentioned earlier, who is an excellent entertainer, but really what she has is a voice that's so good that you can't ignore her. It's just a voice that's on another level, pitch-wise, runs-wise, just everything, that people can't ignore her. They listen and they go, okay, we cannot deny that that is great. And that's the same thing goes for musicianship as well. I also book and partly manage a performer named C.Y. Leo, who is probably the world's best chromatic harmonica player. And he makes a ton of money and performs all over the world playing chromatic harmonica, which you probably have never even heard of chromatic harmonica before. But he's so good at it that people cannot ignore him. They watch him and go, okay, that guy's on a different level. We have to give him work. The number 3 tip is to offer a lot of value in what you do. What I mean is, be able to do more than just what you do. If you're a great singer, that's awesome. But there's a lot of gigs that you're probably going to miss out on if you're not able to also sing harmony very well, and you're not able to be a really good background singer. A lot of the best entertainers that I know, even people like Mariah Carey, not to mention the other people that I work with personally, Mariah Carey sang background vocals before she started performing professionally herself. Sheryl Crow sang background vocals famously for Michael Jackson before she started performing herself. One of my best friends, Carlo Raffanon, sang background vocals for me, and now he performs as a solo entertainer, and he does very, very well performing all over the world as a solo performer and guitar player. But he was a great background vocalist and also played cajon as well, and now plays guitar and sings. So he had all of these multiple different skills. When I first moved to Nashville, the people that I hired for my sessions weren't just guitar players. Yes, they were great guitar players, but they also played bass, and they also played cajon, and they also played piano, because I could pay them $75, $100 for a session to come in and record, and I got multiple uses out of what they were able to do. It wasn't just, okay, I have to pay him this amount and he only plays guitar. It was, he offers lots of value. So the third thing is, find ways that you can offer lots of value to other people, whether it's your excellent recording engineer as well as being a great guitar player, or you're a great drummer and bass player, and you're great at singing background vocals. Most of the people who have a lot of success in the entertainment industry and music industry have multiple talents that they offer. Even people on a bigger level like Will Smith does lots of different things. It's not just acting or not just music. So those are 3 things that not a lot of people will tell you to becoming a very successful entertainer. The great thing is that almost every person that I know who is really talented and does possess those 3 skills makes a lot of money in the entertainment business and is very successful and has a job that they absolutely love. So if you're willing to work hard and gain those skills that I talked about, you're going to be very, very successful. Don't worry about, oh, it's so hard in the entertainment business or any of those kind of things. Honestly, everyone that I know that does those things, they're doing great. So I'm sure that you're going to do great as well. Good luck.